What's going on, everybody? It's Professor Gnome, and with the brand new release of Mythical Island, I've been really excited to get back into Pokemon Pocket. It's something I wanted to do more on the channel, but honestly, I got pretty burnt out of Genetic Apex because I felt like the meta got kind of defined pretty early. So with the new set, I'm really excited to get back into it, and so what I wanted to do in this video is kind of just open some packs, have some fun, do some general discussion about the game, and see what we pull, and kind of see what we're able to deck build on day one. So we'll jump right into it in a few seconds, but before we get started, I want to give a special shout out to the channel members. Thank you guys so much for that additional level of support. If this is the first video that you've ever seen of my channel, I typically do conventional Pokemon TCG content, so if you're interested in that, be sure to check out the channel, but I will be doing more Pocket content coming forward. And then also on top of that, if you are interested, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Be sure to let me know what decks you want to see down in the description below, or in the comments rather. And yeah, also if you're interested, there's a community Discord for both Pocket and the regular TCG down in the description, as well as a link to our upcoming Pokemon TCG tournament on the 22nd. It's completely free to enter, so if you're interested in partaking in that, feel free to do so. But yeah, without further ado, let's just jump in and start opening some of these packs. I'm very excited to do this. I only know a couple of the cards that are in this set. I know about like the Aerodactyl, I know about the Mew EX that I think is going to be pretty good. So without further ado, let's get right into it. We're going to open our first set of packs real quick. We'll just go with this one. It actually... minor spoiler here, it actually doesn't matter what you pick in the carousel, like, really at all, because they're all the same. So our rare card is Druddigon. I believe that's how it's supposed to be pronounced. So it has rough skin. If this Pokemon is in the active spot, is damaged by an attack of opponent's Pokemon, do 20 damage to the active Pokemon. I don't really think that's very good. So a little bit of a weak start there. But we'll see what else we're able to find. We have a lot of packs to open up today, so I'm pretty excited to explore the new set and get into it. We're going to speed this up. We do have to open up our regular free packs before we're able to kind of get in. Ooh, I love that old Magikarp art. I think that's one of my favorite things with this new, like, with Pokemon Pocket, is being able to see the mixture of card arts from across all the different like formats and expansions and things like that, because with Pocket they're able to reuse the old card art. So that's something I'm pretty excited about. So we're down to our last kind of like random free pack, so we can get this done and then start kind of opening them in bulk. Ooh, Dreadnought is cool. Flip a coin. If heads, discard a random energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. That actually could be pretty good. It's a stage 2, so you can get into it pretty quickly. If you get decent odds, you go off like a Misty. That could be usable. Garvantula, during your opponent's next turn, defending Pokemon can't retreat. Only 80 HP, so probably not going to be very good, but you could use it in a Pikachu build. Probably an okay replacement to... yeah, it was 2 energy requirements, right? Yeah, so this could actually be an okay replacement to the Electrode, because you're hitting for similar damage. You at least get an effect out of it as well. We can go into opening 10 packs. And let's see what we're able to pull. I'd love to get like a Celebi or something of that nature. We do see pack shine up. Snivy. A new Coughing is pretty good, because everything that you can get to... Okay, probably not very good. There's a lot of new Eevee stuff as well, so I'd be curious. Okay, not very good. Probably not going to use that either. This attack does 20 more damage for each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Not great, but is usable. Active Pokemon is poisoned. All for 1 energy isn't like the worst thing in the world. Choodle. I love that card art. Stone Journer, cool card. Slandit. Your opponent's active Pokemon is poisoned. This attack does 40 more damage. So this is actually kind of usable, and for 50 damage for a single energy that you can do like kind of early, that's not actually all that bad. Flip a coin if heads. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. Probably not very good. Okay, so new Wheezing. Smokescreen 50. During your opponent's next turn, the defending Pokemon tries to use an attack. Flip a coin. If tails, nothing happens. Actually, that's not bad, because you can use that with Kogas. So, like, you get the poison off the original Wheezing. Go Koga, bring in a Coughing, play this down. If you already have the energy onto the other Coughing, so then you're doing, like, the poison damage plus 50, and on top of that, you're potentially avoiding damage. So that could actually be pretty good. Okay, we see blue. During your opponent's next turn, all of your Pokemon take 10 less damage from attacks. That could be usable. I could see that being a one of, but it all depends what the other supporters are in the game right now. Delmise, this attack. If this Pokemon has at least 3 extra energy attack, does 70 more damage. That's probably never going to happen. The new Primeape. I like the card art, but for 50 damage for 1 energy, it's like, it's okay, but I'd just run the other one. Another Magmar. Magmar is actually a pretty cool Pokemon because of the fact that we do have the Blaine. So Blaine can do, what, it's 40 extra damage on top of this. So you're actually hitting for 120, you discard 2 fire energy. That's not terrible, it's like a late game. Especially like 120, you're knocking out Pikachu EX. Oh! We got our first nice illustrated rare. Bonding, what does this do? Put your Mew EX in the active spot into your hand. Okay. Oh! Popping off here real quick. We got the Vaporeon. As often as you like during your turn, you may move a water energy from one of your bench Pokemon to your active Pokemon. This is actually a pretty good card. I can imagine, in my head, I feel like being able to have this, one for like Blastoise style decks, but also just in general as like a one of tech in a lot of water decks, where like, let's say you get Sabrina'd and you can't like retreat, like you get an Articuno thrown into the active, you can move the energy off the Starmie onto the Articuno and like start actually either using that as energy to retreat with or being able to actually attack. Oh! Crazy. We got the illustration for Celebi. That's so cool. Hold on, I'm excited. Dude, we're getting crazy pulls right now. Oh, a little Cramorant. I really like these illustration rares. I think they're really cute. Little Chatot. We see Fublebe, Mankey. But the question is this good? Flip a coin for each energy attached to this Pokemon. This attack does 50 damage for each heads. That could be depending on if we have a better grass acceleration. But that could be good. Okay, and we got the regular Vaporeon, so that's good. We do have a playset of Vaporeon now at this point. We'll be able to speed this up. Let's get another 10 packs going. Let's see what we open now. We are looking for that Mew and Aerodactyl. I really like the Aerodactyl. Ooh, there's Cramorant. Flip a coin if heads during your opponent's next turn. Prevent all damage from this and the effects of attacks done to this Pokemon. That's not bad. 3 energy is a little bit rough, but yeah, because you wouldn't want to Misty to it because there's just better things. Like if you're going to put 3 energy on something, you don't want like a 50% chance of it going wrong after you use your supporter. Geodude. Okay, Leaf. Interesting they didn't just call her green, but during this turn, the retreat cost of your active Pokemon is 2 less. That's actually very good. That removes Articuno's problem. I feel like you can play this instead of Okay, not always, but in some decks, playing this instead of the X speed is really good. Old Amber. Oh, cool. Executor. I like this art, too. This attack does 20 more damage for each energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. Okay, this is not a bad one-of tech, actually. I'm not sure if you'd actually be able to get the, like, all the energy powered up on it. But if you could, this actually could be an out to, like, the Charizard EX matchup for if you're playing Venusaur. Because if you're doing 20 more damage, so like 80, and then Charizard has like what, 4 or 5 energy attached to it? It could. I'd be curious. Chatot, shuffle your hand in your deck, draw a card for each card in your opponent's hand. That's actually not bad. That could be okay, especially if your hand's super bricked. I don't know if you'd want to run a one-of it, because it does then make your consistency a little bit less, but it could be a good card. That's something to look into. Mankey, I would not play this one over the other, like the promo one that we already had. Blue, ooh, Superior. Each grass energy attached to your grass Pokemon provide 2 energy. Okay, that makes this a lot easier. You could run like Superior Celebi then, and really get that powered up. You could also run this with Executor. Okay, so that's how you're supposed to do it. That's pretty interesting. Take a grass energy from a zone attached to this Pokemon. Okay, regular Mew, probably would never play this. If it had a free retreat, it'd be playable, but I don't think I'd play this. Chatot. Okay. Ooh, Electabuzz. This is just 40 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. That's actually not bad. I could see this being played over... I'd probably want to play this over the Zebstrika. Because Zebstrika, you have to evolve in order to do 30. I'd rather... And it is 1 energy, sure, but I'd rather just put the 2 and be able to snipe for 40. This attack does 10 damage for each of your benched Pokemon. I think that's fine. I would probably play that instead of the regular Pikachu. If your opponent's active Pokemon is poisoned, this does 50 more damage. Probably not enough to matter. Unless there's a better way to get things poisoned. Because right now it's like Weezing's like the... Ooh! I like the card art for this a lot. We do also have our playset of... We have our playset now of Superior. So we're doing pretty well. If we can get one more Celebi, we'll be like in a pretty good position to deck build. So that's what we're really holding out for. Alright. Let's get another 10 packs. This is what, 33? We'll probably go to like 50 packs. Okay. Seems like we're gonna get something pretty good. Okay, actually this Coughing's maybe better than the first one. It's arguable because the first one at least does damage. But being able to thin your deck out and get your next Coughing set up is actually pretty good. You may want to run like 1 and 1. I'd have to test it. Probably never gonna play that. That's fine. Okay, actually this Magikarp's not bad because of the fact that it does allow you to switch. So you aren't getting stuck in the active and you get to keep your energy, which helps you with Gyarados later. There's another Vaporeon. We already have that though, so now that we have our playset, we're not as interested in that. Okay, we got another, as I say that. So we got our playset of the rares, so that's good. Put a basic Pokemon from your discard pile onto your bench. This is very good. Pokeflute's really good. That it would allow you to get things like really obviously any of your regular basics, but also because it doesn't specify, you could theoretically you could go and just grab Pikachu EX if that gets knocked out and just like repower that. So I feel like that's pretty good. And what else could you target? You actually could target your Celebi or your Mew, so you can get those repowered really quickly. Pokeflute's a pretty good card, actually. I don't know how much play we'll see with it. There's our other Exeggutor. Okay. Vaporeon, I need you to, like, go away. Like, I'm not that interested in you. Oh, sick. Okay, there's our one copy of Mew. We would love a second Mew, because the genome hacking attack is going to be very, very, very good. Okay, there's another Superior. I don't really care about that anymore, though. The genome hacking attack is going to be crazy, because you can run... Alright, are we serious? Well, I'll have a ton of Vaporeons to trade, I guess, whenever they release trading. Alright, there's Leaf. Good that we got a second copy of that. Let's go back real quick. The genome hacking attack for this is going to be very, very good, because for 3 energy, it's pretty easy to get that powered up against, or like in combination with Mewtwo EX. So you could actually play Mew EX. You're attacking with Mewtwo. You throw an energy onto Mew for later, and then in certain in certain matchups. So for example, the fact that you can use this attack when going up against like Charizard in order to bypass some of the damage, or like shore up some of the damage because of Charizard's super high damage output. But also what you're going to be able to do with genome hacking is, like, in the Venusaur matchup as well, you're going to be able to attack for 100, heal yourself, to kind of stop different outcomes. I feel like the genome hacking is actually going to be very, very good. But also, more importantly, it's going to be very, very good in the mirror matchup. Because if your opponent has the Mewtwo EX on board, it doesn't say that you need to have the energy requirements. So you could actually go 1 energy onto Mew, your opponent has Mewtwo EX in the active, you go, you pass your turn, you bring Mew in, and then you're able to go for 150 damage against the Mewtwo on your next turn, because you just go Energy Gardevoir. And then, because you already have the genome hacking up, realistically, like, let's say your opponent gets into Gardevoir, they go Energy, they attack you for 50, you just genome hacking again. So I feel like the mirror matchup is going to be like whoever gets into their Mew EX, or yeah, the Mew EX faster. And you only need 1 copy of it too. That's what's so good about it. Alright, we have our 1 copy of Mew. What we're really hoping for at this point is to be able to grab ourselves... Yeah, and you can put it back in your hand. That's what's also so good about it. Like, it can't really get trapped. Alright. So, let's grab ourselves another 10 packs. This is 40? I think. Alright, no shines, so we may not get anything too exciting here. Another Eevee, Garvantula. All this is stuff we already have. Like I said, we're really just looking for our second Celebi. And I think that's, like, the main things that we want. I don't know what else is in this set. Ooh, that's actually not true. We also want a, we also are looking for a, why can't I remember? Oh my god, it's killing me. I'm looking at the old Amber. Aerodactyl, that's it. Ooh, what is this? Look at the top card of your deck. If that card is a Psychic Pokemon, put it in your hand. If it is not a Psychic Pokemon, put it at the bottom of the deck. That is risky, but good. Especially for Mewtwo. Because, like, think you're going to have 2 Ralts, 2 Kirlia, 2 Gardevoir, probably 2 Mewtwo now, and Mew. So that's like half your deck, so this allows you to thin pretty well. New Raichu. This attack also does 20 damage to each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. I'd probably just still play the regular Raichu. Just as like a big beat stick. I don't really think that Raichu is going to replace the one we already have. Okay, there's a second Mew. I'm really looking for a second Celebi. Mankey, Lumineon, what does this do? This attack does 50 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. That's okay, but I probably wouldn't take the time to evolve and do 2 energy to it and stuff like that in a matchup. I can't think of a matchup where I'd rather do that than just like power up another Starmie or something. Alright, so let's see. How many cards are we missing? We're good on the trainers. I wish there was more supporters and like more trainers to go through. We have most of everything. It's a pretty small set, actually. Alright. Let's see. There's so many decks I want to build. This is the most exciting thing about a new set. And also, like, something that's exciting about Pokemon Pocket is, like I said at the beginning of this, I've definitely gotten... Oh, I love this card art. I love this style. What does this actually do? I've actually never bothered to read this Volcarona, and we've seen it a lot. Discard 2 fire energy from this Pokemon. This attack does 80 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. That is not good. I would not use that. One of the things is like, ooh, Marshadow. What does this do? Because this could be teched. Revenge. So fighting in a colorless, so not too hard to power up. 40 damage. If any of your Pokemon were knocked out by damage from an attack during your opponent's last turn, this attack does 60 more. So it will do 100, and then against things like Pikachu, it'll actually do 120, which is pretty good. It's nice to have Marshadow. I think the only problem with Marshadow is the fact that it is still, like, locked to a fighting energy. And you're not going to want to run fighting energy as, like, just attack to Mewtwo in general. Or, not Mewtwo, to Pikachu in general. Oh, cool. Vaporeon. Another Vaporeon. Man. Oh. What's up, Pidgeotto X? This attack does 20 more damage to each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. That's not bad. So what? You're doing 20, 40, 60, plus 80. Okay. I mean, that's not terrible. Having the weakness to Pikachu isn't great, and I also hate the way this card looks. So, definitely not the biggest fan of that. But that could be fine. Because, yeah, you're doing, like, what was that? What? It was 60, because 20 for each bench, 20, 40, 60, plus 80. So, you're doing, what, like, 140? That's not bad. I hate that it has, like I said, I hate that it has the weakness to, ooh, a new Rapidash. This could be good. Because regular Rapidash right now hits only for 40 for a single energy, which is what this is going to do for 2 no matter what. But the additional 60, and then you get to play the Blaine on top of that for an additional 40. So hitting for 140 for 2 energy on a single, like a single prizer or a single pointer in Pocket, that could actually be pretty good. And I like the card art on that a lot. There's a Snivy. Pokeflute, so we do have our playset of that if we didn't already. Another Slab, so there's our playset of that. Ooh, Tauros, what does this do? If your opponent's active Pokemon is a Pokemon EX, this attack does 80 more damage, which would be 120. So this is a generic tech that would allow you to beat Pikachu. And it does survive one attack. The problem is it's triple energy. I don't like. I'm trying to remember. If Superior counts for non-grass Pokemon, it just means your grass energies count. This is going to be really, really good, and it's like a one-of tech. But if the Superior only counts for... If the Superior only counts for grass Pokemon, then it's going to be a little bit worse. Did we pull a Superior so I can check? No, but I can look in a second. Alright, speed that up. I want to check the spear. Speed this up. Alright, we'll do... Alright, so we're out of gold. So let me check something real quick. We'll complete this. Let's see how many things we can collect real quick. Theme collections. We completed almost everything we had to. Oh, wait, we didn't get a Gyarados EX either. I would want one of those. Alright, we're going to collect these real quick. Just so that way it clears the notification. Is there not a collect all button? I actually like the blue emblem. I might use that now. Do I get any of these backgrounds or, like, anything? What is the reward for this? Oh, it's just a cover. I want, like, card sleeves, guys. I don't really care about the covers. My pulls are really good, though, so I can't really complain. We are missing one Celebi, though, which is a little disappointing. I would have liked to hit that, as well as... Alright. Am I done? Alright. Let me get out of here. I don't really care about the rental code. Oh my god, there's so much stuff. Alright, I just have to... Alright, let's go... Let's go to... Where's Pure... Does it go by expansion? No. Alright, let's see. What does this do? Each grass entity attached to your grass Pokemon. Okay. I was going to say, because if you can throw this on Tauros, that would be really, really good. But as of right now, I don't think there's a way to... Like, if double colorless was an option, because you can't Misty to it. There's not a way to accelerate the energy. And so I think taking the time to play 3, I just don't think is going to be very good, is the biggest problem. So I think you could do, like, this is my throw together build for, probably put like one of these here, double Sabrina, Giovanni, you do like one copy of, you do like one copy of Pokeflute. Obviously, double. And then, what are the actual retreat costs here? I'll just do like 1x speed. And then, I'd probably just tech in like one old Amber. Is this fine? Because we're missing one Celebi. You want, like, the one old Amber is, like, an extra fossil to have. I think the Erika's is fine. You could go one extra Giovanni. I imagine that's fine. Just, like, 2 Giovannis on everything. Because healing the 60 is, like, pretty decent for the Celebi. And I don't want to run Leaf only because of the fact that if you run Leaf, it is your supporter for the turn, and if it's between like playing Leaf and like Giovanni or like Leaf and Research, I'm probably going to want to play that. I might cut. What I'd practice with for now is cutting this, adding one red card, and seeing how I feel about it. I think that would be the play right now. Maybe cutting Flute for the Giovanni. I'd have to see how I feel. But I think this would be like my test build for that. Like that'd be like my Celebi test build. And then for Mewtwo, what I would probably end up doing is cutting 1x speed. Cut 1x speed for Mew. Throw the Mew EX in. Yeah, I think that's fine. I think that's the only thing I'd really change. I would just tech in the one Mew. Because I don't think any of the new supporters help all that much. Actually, that's not true. I would cut one... I'd cut one Geo, because I don't think Geo matters all that much. Like, hitting 160 in comparison to 150, I don't think comes up enough. You could also arguably cut red card as well. But I'd probably cut one Geo and put in one Leaf. Because Leaf is going to allow you to retreat out the Gardevoir and the Mewtwo for, like, much more easily. And then you have the X speed if you want to retreat, like, the Mew or the Ralts or anything like that. I think that's fine. Yeah, that'd probably be how I edit those decks. Alright, let's see. Can we get lucky? Oh, hold on. Did we get enough stuff that we're going to be able to open up the other set of packs? That's the only thing I want to find out. We're still too short. Alright, it's fine. We'll open one last one. We'll see if we hit the Aerodactyl. Because I think Aerodactyl could be really interesting. Not even as like a card to actually attack with, but just have it attack in your deck. Stone Journer. Okay, there's another Mew. Not really what we were hoping for, but we got it. Alright, let's see if we can end this with a really cool Wonder Pick. Don't need any of that. Don't care about any of that. Don't care. Alright, where are you, Celebi? Help me, Celebi. You're my only hope. Here's... I could go for the other Pidgeot. Yeah. Alright, let's go for it. Let's go for the other Pidgeot. See if we're able to hit it. Alright. Make your pick. Let's see if you would have gotten it. I'm going to go... this one right here. Ah. When I saw the white, I got so excited. Alright, is it going to be the bottom right or bottom left? Oh, I would have never gotten that. Alright, yeah, that's... The three that I pick are like the Cramorant slot, the Geodude slot, or the Pidgeotto slot. If it's not any of those, I would have, you know, no harm, no foul, because I was never going to pick that. It's crazy that it was all the way over there, though. I feel like the odds on that are pretty low. Because isn't it like 30% for the one next to it and the one above it? In that case. Well, that's going to be the video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed and had some fun checking out the polls and all that kind of stuff. If you do want to add me, just so that, because I'm going to be opening a bunch of packs, and if you want my, you know, to have me in your Wonder Pick and all that kind of stuff, my friend ID is right there, and you can search me. I will add whoever wants to, you know, friend request me. And yeah, be sure to let me know what decks you want to see and what kind of, you know, cards you want to see featured and all that kind of stuff. Definitely looking forward to making more Pokemon Pocket content now that there's actually more like content to make in it. And yeah, that's just about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I will see you guys all in the next video. Peace.